yes, this is your favorite show, Sports Unfolded, with your favorite hosts, Eric and Ron.
Hey, sports fans! Welcome to the best sports podcast on the planet, Sports Unfolded, where we cover all of the top sports stories that have happened this past week. I am your host, Eric. Main man right over there, Ron. How are you tonight?
Waiting for second half, right? Waiting
Baseball?
for second half. I fear that, my hometown team could screw it up.
Got you excited like on prom night when you thought, something was going to happen, and then all of a sudden, like, reality sets in. It's starting to look that way as they lost today after a 10-game win streak. So, yeah, you could be right there.
Yeah. This is just remnants of what it was like at second half last year too. So,
Yeah, exactly.
But we'll see.
You never know. That's why they play the games. So we are live and we are fan interactive. So we do ask, if you are live, please join the chat. Let us know if you enjoy the topics we're covering, or if you want to talk about something else. We could definitely do that for you as well. But as always, we want to thank those that are helping us continue to grow. First and foremost, we want to thank WDJY FM 99.1 in Dallas, Georgia. Thank you for the support, putting us on every Saturday night, as well as 990 WBOB in Providence, Rhode Island on every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. and SEC Public Access Channel 12 on every Tuesday night at 10 p.m. Thank you for the support. We appreciate you guys continuing to help our show grow. And we're now on iHeart. Correct, Ron? So iHeart Radio.
Yep, podcast is on there. So audio.
So you could definitely, right? So definitely can get, subscribe to that if you want to just listen while you're in the car because you don't have time to watch. Absolutely do that as well. So many different audio platforms now. Red Circle is also been added recently, as well as TuneIn. So again, a lot of different ways to watch or listen to us every single week. Ron, are you ready to get this party started?
I'm ready.
All right, let's talk. Let's start off with our leadoff story, and that's in the NBA. Damian Lillard is returning to the Portland Trail Blazers. Why do you think they brought him back?
I honestly don't know what they're doing right now. I think they feel like they have a team that may be able to get into the playoffs. And it's possible.
Issue would be he's not playing this year. He tore his Achilles in the postseason. So he's out for a year. So realistically, I mean, this is for next season, which then makes him 36.
Why sign him?
So this is the way I look at it, Ron. You want to ask my honest opinion? I think this is to put tickets on fans in the seats. There's no other reason for this. It makes no sense because
but it's not gonna. If he's not going to play, how is it going to put fans in the seats?
Press conference is going to be, first of all, pumped up. Next season, when he returns, people are going to go back to and want to watch Dame play back in Portland. That's the only thing that makes sense to me because realistically, he's a declining player. He couldn't win when he was there. He does it's now you're talking about a 35, going to be 36-year-old player coming off an Achilles injury. You have a young team. It's not like you sit back and go, their best two players right now are Jeremy Grant and Drew Holiday. And Drew Holiday, who's also 34, 35 years old. So you sit back and you look at it and you go, it doesn't make sense from a franchise standpoint moving forward, other than to put bodies in the seats. It's going to sell tickets.
How much money is he getting paid for do nothing this year?
So 3 years, $42 million is the deal. with a player option for 2027, 28, with a complete no trade clause. They cannot trade him again. Here's the kicker. Because the buyout with Milwaukee, he's going to make $70 million this season. $70 million to sit on the bench. That's pretty good. That's a hell of a deal if I've ever heard one. There was a lot of talk about him going possibly Boston, possibly, Golden State. Some of these teams that you start to sit back and look at, like, legitimately have a chance to win a championship. That's where I'm really questioning why even Dame would want to go back to Portland, unless he doesn't care about winning a ring, because they are nowhere near a contending team, especially in the West.
I just don't know why anybody would even sign him this year. Don't even know why. Because we've talked about him with injuries for how many years now? I just don't see this working. He is not going to be able to put up numbers like he did. It's just not going to happen. He's too old. By the time he comes back and rehabs, he's not going to have the legs. He's not going to have the legs.
Yeah, I agree with you.
He'll be a part-time player, if that.
Hence why I say I think this is more about just trying to sell tickets. If I'm Portland, I'm advertising all over. Look who came back. His final.
I'm not paying anybody that money just to do nothing.
He's got 2 years. He's going to have a nice little journey going through, and just say, like, I know you don't like the player, but if you think about LeBron James and his physical stature and what he's been able to do to stay healthy to play, at least then I could have said, it makes sense. But Dame's been an injury-prone player. He's been a guy that hasn't been. Yeah. And now you're talking about the most serious injury he's facing. This is by far the biggest injury he's had with the Achilles.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough for anybody to come back from it. And we're going to see 3 players that are key players that are going through this. And, you're skeptical again with, a 20-something-year-old.
Yeah, Halliburton and Tatum. Yeah.
His age.
Yeah. Yeah, listen, I don't know. The biggest part is they pick up Drew Holiday, which I still think is a trade chip for something, because it doesn't make sense for him to be in Portland.
Yeah, that's a trade chip at the deadline.
Yeah, but this move to me is more of, hey, listen, we're not going to sell tickets. And we need something. And it's going to take us years to rebuild. And they're not a bad enough team to say we're going to be a number 1 pick and try to rebuild that way. They were 36 and 46.
They're counting on their fans being stupid. That's basically what it is. That's the only way you're going to sell more tickets, is if they're stupid to realize, oh, well, they have, Lillard now. Yay. Great.
Yeah, I mean, he's 58 games last season, 24.9 points, 4.7 rebounds, 7.1 assists. Shot 44.8% from the field, 37.6 from 3. Deadly free throw shooter, though, still 92.1%. So
yeah, couldn't do anything with Giannis.
But yeah, you know what I mean? They don't even have the same quality player, and he couldn't do it. 9-time All-Star, 7-time All-NBA. Great player for periods. But we were talking about this before we even got on the show, Ron. He's never really won anything either.
No.
So it's not like you sit back and go, hey, I want to bring back Dame time. I want to bring back a guy because he won. Let's just say, and I'll go Celtics, the next big 3 with Garnett and Pierce and whatever. And then you said at the end of Pierce's career, like, hey, we're going to sign him for a year just to bring him back because he won one, right? Like, that would have made sense to me. This, to me, it's not like you sit back and go, wow, Dame dominated. They went to the finals a few times. He's won one with Portland. There's none of that where the fans, you're like paying back the fans to say, thank you, Dame, right? Coming back. To me, this was just on his part a cop-out because it just shows to me he doesn't want to win. And then it also shows me from a Portland standpoint that all you really care about is putting fans in your seats and not the product you're putting on the court.
Yeah, that's basically it. That's basically it. I just don't even understand why you do it as Portland. I think it's just dumb. If you want to put fans in the seat, have somebody that actually plays. That might get some fans in the seats.
The only benefit, maybe Giannis goes there next year.
No,
Maybe they built a relationship because Giannis is still not
I doubt
decided
it.
what he wants to do.
I doubt it because
But-
he's gone. So he left.
But maybe they
So I
built a
don't think he built up
relationship.
anything.
I don't know. I'm just speculating here, but again, you never know. I mean, these guys sometimes pick up some kind of relationship that they want to play together again. I don't know. Maybe that was Portland's theory. Hey, we could get Giannis. That would make sense. Now I'd sit back and go, okay, if they got Giannis out of this deal, all right.
I mean,
You need a bargaining chip sometimes to get a player like his stature is not going to Portland unless there was a reason, and maybe Dame and him have a relationship. And I'm just saying.
I suppose that's a possibility. I mean,
that would be the only thing logically that would make sense in my mind of why this deal
but
happened.
Giannis has got to be like, well, I want to go somewhere where I can win a championship. I'm not winning a championship in Portland.
What does Portland have? They got the Timbers, right? Is it in the MLS?
Sure.
Does Portland have anything else that we know of? That they got the Blazers, they got the Trailblazers. That's it. Wow.
Yeah, they don't have anything else.
Yeah, right. You got to get a baseball team there or something. Portland Pugs. Pugs. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Obviously, you know what the funny thing is, Ron? We're talking about this, and we won't even see it till next year. So he's out for the entire season. I don't even know.
It's you can make an all-star team out of the ones that blew out their Achilles.
$70 million this season. 70. He's not playing. It's insane. That is crazy to think about. To your point, why didn't they just wait? I'm telling you, there's got to be something behind this. There's either a player that's coming next season for Portland that they said if they have Dame, they'll play with Dame, and that's what's going to happen. It has to be, because financially, it makes no sense for Portland. From a product standpoint, it makes no sense for Portland because he's not the same player. It has to be they're getting something out of this afterwards that we all don't know about. There's a piece out there that, hey, he's coming with Dame. It's just not happening this year because Dame's not playing this year.
Who else is on that? Who else is on Milwaukee?
Nobody now. Really don't have anybody. So I don't know, unless it could be a play that maybe we're not even thinking about. I don't know who's up next year, but they say next season there's a lot more free agents or quality free agents that might be available. So maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Again, just speculating. Listen, staying time back in Poland, just not in 2025, 26. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's a dumb move. If they had their opportunities because they could have gotten some players this offseason to bolster those seat goers, and I don't know if you go out and you get a player, besides Drew Holiday. Who's a nice player?
I like Drew.
Nice
it's
player.
just he's not
right.
He's not going to make a difference now.
Right.
At this point.
I mean, I would have respected them more if they would have tried to get Bradley Beal,
which we'll talk about after. But I
Yes.
don't know if that's a great move either.
I mean, that would have been at least something. A guy that's going to actually be on the court at some point.
Yeah, let me see if
I don't know. They could have done anything, really. Anything. but this is not moving the needle at all.
The needle is not moving at all. But let's see here. Steph Curry, free agent. Giannis, free agent. Anthony Davis, free agent. Jimmy Butler, free agent. Nikolai Jokic, free agent. Donovan Mitchell, free agent. Paul George probably be a little bit too much, but Carl. Luke is actually a free agent too.
Yeah, that's a big, hefty free agent list.
So that's got to be the reason, Ron, that Portland decided to do it. I know why Dame did it. Makes sense for Dame, and he doesn't want to play anywhere else.
Portland isn't going to get any of those guys, though. I would
may
find
with
it hard to
Dame.
believe.
They
I don't
may
think
with Dame.
I don't think Lillard moves the needle for those players. He's not going to move the needle for Giannis. They did that. It didn't work. So there's no point in Giannis going there.
All right. Let's see. We'll see. We'll see. All right. Let's talk some NFL, Ron. Great discussion, though. Lillard, back to the Trailblazers. If you're live, let us know.
Right here.
Let us know what you think about Lillard returning to Portland.
Wait, let it snow?
Let it snow, my friend. NFL. TJ Watt signs a record deal to remain with Pittsburgh. Record deal. I know it's crazy. Is this a good move for the Steelers?
Yes. It can't be a bad move for the Steelers at this point because they don't sign anybody. And for them to do it, that's miraculous, right? And it keeps this guy there, and he's one of the best defenders in the league. And it makes them it makes their defense relevant, right?
Well,
and they got a shot because of that.
Yeah, 3 years, $123 million extension, highest paid non-quarterback per season now at $41 million per season. He's led the league in sacks with 73.5 sacks over the last 5 seasons. Listen, you've got to hope if you're Pittsburgh, Aaron Rodgers is at least a notch better than he was in New York. If that's the case, maybe then you have an opportunity, to your point, to maybe do something in the postseason that you haven't been able to do for several years now. Win a game.
Yeah.
But defensively, this team last year, 12th overall in yards, 8th in points allowed with 20.4 points. He's played in 121 games, TJ Watt. I would keep on to say TJ Watt. 108 sacks, 331 solo tackles, 33 forced fumbles. You know how many playoff wins, though, Ron? 0. So, if you think about the top salary, and to your point, it's great that they paid him. He is the best. He's in the top 5 of defensive players in the league today. But it doesn't equate to wins, especially in the postseason.
No. And I hate to tell them. Actually, I'm enjoying telling them. So it's not like I hate to tell them. It's still not going to get you a win in the postseason because one player is not enough. It's not enough. Not enough.
And again, this is an aging team that, a lot of their stars are well over 30 now. So you got to start to look at that. And that could be a factor as well. So I wanted to have a little fun, Ron.
Uh-oh.
So we just said TJ Watt, $41 million per season, 0 playoff wins.
Oh, this sounds like it's going to be a good one.
I'm going to ask you, of the next 4 guys in the league that are the next highest, how many championships have they won?
Of the next 4.
4 guys. Next player making $40.25 million per season. Jamar Chase, wide receiver, Cincinnati Bengals. How many championships?
Well, none.
Okay. Next player.
So it's both sides of the ball.
Yeah. Myles Garrett. For Cleveland. $40 million.
They can't even make the postseason.
Okay. Danielle Hunter from Houston, defensive end, $35.6 million.
How is he?
He's a good defensive player. But
I
anyway,
know, but
they've won a playoff game. But
a playoff game.
Max Crosby of the Las Vegas Raiders, $35.5 million per season. How many championships? I don't even think they've made the playoffs either. This is what I'm saying. Like, this league, sometimes I get it, but at the same time, this is why teams get dismantled every single season the way they are now, because some of these guys that you're paying so much money for, it doesn't equate to wins, and then you have to do something to get rid of players because
People are making too much damn money is what the problem is. So you can't really build a team anymore. You just gotta hope you get lucky with rookies.
Rookie drafts, right? It's all the young kids now. That's
how you gotta do it.
Where San Francisco was a couple years ago, right? You had Brock Purdy, the 7th round, Mr. Irrelevant last play. It was making nothing. They loaded up. They could get all these players. Of course, the kid looked good. Then you start to slowly chip away because what happens? You got to pay guys. You got to make sure. Right now, he's getting paid. Guess what happens? There's a lot less players and talent on that field for you that could get you a championship now. And you've got to hope, to your point, some of these young kids step in and are able to perform at a level that is championship worthy.
Yeah, I don't. I think I blame it on Cleveland Browns. Really,
I blame it on the rain.
Blame it on Cleveland.
I blame it on the rain.
Look,
nothing on that.
Look what they did with Watson.
Wow, that was a Milli Vanilli reference. Come on, go ahead.
I know. I was ignoring it.
You could blame it on the sun. Right, go.
I blame it on Cleveland signing Watson with that guaranteed money. So that opened up the floodgates with the quarterbacks.
You got to blame the TV market. The money that they're getting from television is honestly killing. Because I'm going to tell you right now, Micah Parsons is going to be the next highest defensive player, which is going to be 41.5, because that's what these guys keep doing now. Myles Garrett, we just talked about recently, was the highest paid at 40. Then Jamar Chase had to get his money. And now TJ Watt says, okay, I'm going to make 0.5 more than, $500,000 more than this guy.
I don't understand why these teams are doing this. It makes no sense. The simple fact of comparison should be at play here. When somebody is going up for a contract, you compare them to the other players. And I'm talking about the ones in their position. So wide receiver market has spiraled out of control. And I don't understand, okay, here's your numbers. You equate to this guy who's getting paid this money. You should be getting paid that money. I will give you that contract. I'm not giving you $30 million more than the guy that is actually doing better than you. I'm not doing it. And I'm sorry, when it came time to all those quarterbacks and you're going to just pay Watson whatever the hell he wants to, you're an idiot team. And you deserve to fold up and move somewhere.
I can't.
Because your ownership is crap. Crap.
So with you.
The first thing I'm doing as the general manager of a team, when you come in, you're Watson, you're coming in for a meeting to see how much you want to get paid for a contract. Okay, Tom Brady's the best quarterback. You're not better than Tom Brady. You're not getting paid more than him. It's just that simple. It's that simple. And these teams are just giving it to them. If they want to hold out, fine. Hold out. I'm not paying you more than Tom Brady. I'm sorry. It's not happening. Not happening.
I appreciate your enthusiasm here, but
this infuriates me. You know what? I hope Pittsburgh goes 0-17.
Not going to happen.
It could.
They got too much talent. I will say this, Ron. It's the league and where we're at, and it's just going to continue. And you think about teams like New England, New Orleans is probably going to start to fall in this boat. You got to overpay for somebody to get them to come to you now, because these teams can offer you that kind of money. TJ Watt was not going to get paid by New England that kind of money. His best option, stay in Pittsburgh, let them pay him, and then in 2 years they're going to end up cutting somebody or moving some contracts or doing some things.
They're going to have to cut him. They're going to move him. Pittsburgh is known for this. They don't give contracts like this. So when it comes time, they're just going to trade him. If they fall flat this year, and they will, they're not going to get a playoff win. It's just that simple. They're not good enough to get a playoff win.
I will say this too. Think about the pressure on Mike Tomlin now, because Mike Tomlin, realistically, listen,
he's out of there at the end of the year.
They got you Aaron Rodgers. They got you DK Metcalf. They kept your best defensive player. Yep. You better win. Like, you need to start to win. Like, 9-8 isn't good enough. Just making the postseason.
You still have Baltimore in that division.
Like,
you still have Cincinnati,
right? Yeah. So again, if Cincinnati gets their head out of their ass in the first few weeks, they would definitely be in the postseason. It's just they like to start off 0 whatever, and then try to make the last week of the year count for something. I guess that's what they want. Like, week 17 really needs to mean something for us. So let's make sure we just kind of, don't win early. Don't make it too easy for us. But no, great conversation, Ron. Great conversation.
It's frustrating. I don't like what I'm seeing. And I remember saying this about Major League Baseball, and they're going to come collective bargaining time. You're going to see something happening, right?
Salary cap is coming to Major League Baseball. I guarantee it.
And
it has to.
Look, these teams have to be lying about their profits. Has to be. Yeah. There's no way.
Well, the
NFL just has the world by the balls.
They do. And you think about it. Listen, Amazon's paying a ton of money to get that Prime game.
Yeah.
Right? Netflix gets the Christmas games now. They're paying. We talked about it that at some point the Super Bowl will be on a subscription platform that, a streaming platform that unfortunately there's going to be the average person who doesn't have it or doesn't want it that now won't be able to watch a Super Bowl because of it, which is crazy to think about.
That will be the turning point. I'm telling you, these leagues, they keep handing out money, and they just keep getting it from their fans.
You know what the NFL needs?
It's going to fall.
They need two guys who do a podcast that are pretty good that could use some of those billions of dollars. Come on, NFL. Call Sports Unfolded. We'd love to do something with you. All right, Ron. We're going to move on to our starting five. So our starting five today, we wanted to keep it current. We want to have some fun. We're going to give you our starting five current NBA players who we'd want from 5 to 1. You are first this week, though, Ron. So your honorable mentions. And if this has got more than like 3 or 4, I'm going to really lose my mind with you. I got 16. Go ahead, Ron.
I got 5.
Hey.
All right. So I have Halliburton as an honorable mention.
No, it hasn't done enough for me to put him on an honorable mention. But go ahead.
Ja Morant, honorable mention.
Wouldn't want him on my team.
I'm not saying that,
he could pay me, and I'd still say, no, I'm good. Thank you. Keep your money. Keep your money.
Those are the two that I kind of pushed up there.
Okay. Like a bra? A little push-up bra? Okay, go ahead. So that was a boob call. Get it? Hey, see what I did there? All right. Let's go. Let's go.
All right. So I have Wemby
As an honorable mention?
as an honorable mention.
Me too, buddy. Me too.
I also have Anthony Edward as an honorable mention.
Okay.
And Donovan Mitchell as an honorable mention.
That's debate on Mitchell. I just don't like the fact every postseason somehow that guy gets hurt.
This is all off the top. I didn't look at a list of NBA.
I hear you. The only guy, one of my honorable. So I had Wemby, and then I had SGA. I just didn't see enough yet. Even though he won a championship, I want to see a little more, just a little more. So those were my two honorable mentions. So let's start our list off, Ron. Who do you have at number 5?
Number 5, I have Luka.
Are you serious? So do I. Wow.
I have at number 5.
Yeah.
I think, looking at him in LA,
getting in
watching
shape.
some of those games, I think he's trying to play more defense.
And he's getting in shape this offseason. That's all you've seen is
we'll see.
Videos of him.
Till somebody shows him a Snicker bar.
Oh, come on. Poor Luka. I mean, yeah, listen.
I like him.
26 years old, 5-time All-Star, 5-time All-NBA. He's won a scoring title. He was a Rookie of the Year. You can clearly build a team around Luka Doncic if he really had to. So, what he was able to do with
the fact that he can do it like the deep he's in all the time.
Yeah, and
he's still better than almost everybody.
He got a crappy Mavs team. Like that team wasn't very good to the finals. So he's very capable of doing it. So no, at 5, I also had Luka. So great call on that one. Who'd you have at 4, Ron?
Number 4, I have Jason Tatum. I have Jason Tatum.
I may have him an inch higher.
An inch higher, I'm sure. I get it, Homer, but that's besides the point. I just
want to talk, Homer.
I put him there because there's still something that I need to see from him. And it's just, I don't know. It's just, he's not there yet.
Okay. All right.
So
at 4 for me, I had Anthony Edwards. Again, youngest person on the list that I have, 23, but I like his intensity. He's a 3-time All-Star, 2-time All-NBA, but you can see if they can get him fully focused, he is going to be a legit superstar. I just think he has moments where he takes time off or he gets a little childish and doesn't take the game seriously.
Gets sucked into stupidness.
Just silly things. If he keeps his head on straight, that kid's going to be phenomenal. So I had Anthony Edwards at number 4.
It's good. I mean, he is in my top 7.
Okay. Of the starting 5, yes.
Of the starting 5, yes.
I like it.
Look, number 3, I have Giannis. I think he's just pure athletic talent, power. I mean, I just wish he would stop trying to draw fouls rather than just go to the rim and bully your way there. Not trying to, you fouled me. If he just goes pure power, if he had the Shaquille O'Neal attitude getting to the rim, he'd be even greater.
Okay, I see what you're saying, but I don't know.
The guy can win a championship without much of anything.
I may have him higher as well. Because at number 3 for me, I have Jason Tatum. 27 years old, 6-time All-Star, 5-time All-NBA. And guess what? He's won a championship. So he's done something that some of these other guys weren't able to do. And again, we criticize him more because I think we're just spoiled by the fact that he's been good for so long. He's been in the league 8 years. And you don't realize, what he's been in. 6 out of those 8 years, he's been an All-Star. 5 of those 8, he's been an All-NBA. I think he's pretty damn good.
And in the playoffs most of those years as well.
Right, every year too. Every single year. So, again, he's He's a great player. I think we just question the heart or the intensity sometimes, but
I don't even question that anymore. I want him to rise to the occasion of desperation. I didn't see that from him this year in the postseason. And that's what was lacking.
all right.
I didn't see that.
All right. So who do you have at number 2?
Number 2, I have SGA. I just think the skill level both on both sides of the court is tremendous.
I'm just worried about this
level. You know, everything is there that I like. Now, I'm not saying he's like the greatest shooter, but he gets the job done when it's needed. And I just think he has the skill to be the guy.
I think it's shiny new toy thing right now. I want to say he's really good. I just want to see it for 3-4 years in a row. You know what I mean? Like that's where I'm at with SGA. He's an honorable mention, but I couldn't justify putting him in the starting 5. But no, I see what. Yes,
he's better than Anthony Edwards.
That's debatable to me.
All right.
At number 2, I have Nikolai Jokic. I have the Joker.
Oh.
I wanted him to be. I want a unicorn. I want a guy that does so much. Yeah. Again, 7-time All-Star, 7-time All-NBA, a 3-time MVP, which is phenomenal, and a 1-time champion. Nobody can match what he does. There's not a big man in this league right now that can do anything he does with the passing, the rebounding, and then the scoring. So I put him at number 2.
Yeah, I have the Joker at number 1, and you have Giannis there, and I so want to put Giannis at number 1 because when you look at the 2, you look at, okay, well, he's a great athlete and he's a dad that goes bowling on the weekends.
That's a good comparison.
I mean, that's what I look at. But then when you see him in a game, he's got these gaudy numbers, and he does everything on this team. Everything.
I agree.
And I don't know how he does it. I don't know.
Yeah, because physically he's not
out of the number 1 spot. I couldn't do it.
So the reason why I have Giannis, they call him the freak for a reason. He is just such a mismatch for anybody. To your point, Ron, when he wants to, there's not a single play that can stop. I don't care who you are. So to me, I think
I used to say it with Shaq. If Shaq wants to eat, he eats.
That's it.
He's the same way, but he doesn't have the drive like Shaquille O'Neal. And that's why he's number 2.
I think the worst part for Giannis was because once he won a championship, it seemed to, so he's 4 years removed from a championship, and you're seeing less and less of the hunger. I think for him, hopefully,
he needs a new place.
Yes, something to make that change. Like Boston, absolutely. But that little fun there.
I would kill to have him in Boston.
No, but that was fun. I mean, we pretty much saw it the same way, other than Edwards and SGA. That's pretty. Our starting
have Giannis, Tatum, Brown. With I don't even care who, Derek White and Double P, and you win the championship.
Right.
You don't even need other players. You only need those 5. They'll play the whole game.
Right, would be crazy. All right, Ron. Let's continue this NBA talk. Great starting 5, though. That was fun.
That is a great starting 5. I love doing that one. I mean, because there's a lot of guys out there like. I'm waiting to see what Cunningham does this coming year.
What do you think next week? I'm drawing this out there. I'm going to give you 2 options. We could do quarterbacks, which would be pretty easy because I think we already know who's number 1. Or our starting 5 athletes who should have won a championship and never did. Danny.
Joe Thornton.
Right? Dan Marino. I mean,
Yeah.
there's Charles Barkley. Like, we could have there's a list. I mean, you pick it, you let me know about for next week, and we'll do that.
Yeah, I kind of like that one.
Danny says hi. Hi, Danny. All right,
Hello, Danny.
let's continue to talk some NBA. Bradley Beal is joining the Los Angeles Clippers. Does this make the team better, Ron? Can I say, first off, can I preface this by saying I am really sick of the NBA giving me paper champions. Everything looks so good on paper. You start to look at this and you're like, wow, Kawhi, Harden, Beal. Wow, man, that looks remarkable. And then none of these guys ever play with each other because they're always injured. It's happened every single time now. Kyrie, Harden, and Durant. Durant, Beal, and Booker. It's like every year it seems like this is the flavor of the month.
Again, you're gonna schedule this, right? Okay. Oh, look at this big three. This is a great big three, right?
Massive.
Harden's the only one that's going to be playing.
Exactly. So Ron,
he's the only one.
Ron, you ready for this? All right.
It's still not going to get you a championship because Harden doesn't win.
Bradley Beal played in 53 games. These are his last 6 seasons. 53, 50, 40, 60, 57. And then in 2018 was his only season that he actually played 82. Well, that was the last time he's played 82 games. So you're talking 7 years ago. Kawhi Leonard has played 37, 68, 52, did not play the season, 52, 57, 60, 9. And in 2016, which is 9 years ago, he played his most games ever in his career at 74.
Jesus.
These guys are not playing together.
No.
These guys are not playing together. And it's like poor James Harden, because that guy needs somebody he could ride a coattail to try to win something. And every year he gets stuck with these guys that get injured and they're there for him. So he looks like a boob when he's playing in the postseason because it's like, hold on. Hey.
Because he has to do too much.
Because there's nobody else. They're all hurt. They're all out.
And that's why he always fails.
I feel bad for him now. I
actually do.
Because I'm like, wow, they got Bradley Beal. Wait a minute. He's going to miss 30-plus games. Probably not be available in the postseason if they make it. Kawhi Leonard will have some injury, so he'll be out for 30, 40 games. Next thing you know, it's James Harden show. No wonder the guy's jacking up threes all day. It's just he's got no choice. There's nobody else that's even good enough on the team. They picked up Brook Lopez. All right, that should help. Like, I don't know, man. I'm getting sick of these paper champions. I'm getting tired of the NBA doing this every single season to the fans. This is every year now.
I would still take the current Celtic team over that.
They're bound to play more.
And I mean current, without Jason Tatum playing.
Well, you know Derek White's going to play every game. Peyton Pritchard is going to play every game. Jaylen Brown's going to play 70-plus games, right? Where you're looking at 50 to 40 games out of their 2 biggest stars, besides Harden.
Are we going to see that kid Jordan Walsh?
I don't know. He got thrown out of a summer league game.
Did he really?
Who gets thrown out of a summer league game? I don't. Yeah, he got thrown out of a summer league game. Yeah, I think we will see him this season.
They don't. I don't know.
But I mean, I don't know. I'm getting tired of it. Tired of the paper champions.
Yeah. That team's not going anywhere because they're not going to be able to play.
But they'll advertise this thing as a big thing now. Watch.
How the heck did they make the playoffs?
They're a good team. They're a good team. They're not a great team. They're an average in the West. They're going to be 5-6 somewhere in there.
Exposed in the playoffs, man.
So it's just going to be interesting to see if they could stay healthy. Wow, odds are not in their favor for that to happen now.
Yeah, I would not be buying.
Yeah, don't put your chips all in on that one. Like if you put your chips all in, just expect them.
I don't even
expect the guy to come over with that. Yeah, that guy comes over with a big hook. He's taking them
They're
all.
not making the playoffs this coming season because now you have two other teams that weren't there that I think are going to be there, and one of them is San Antonio.
And then did you see Booker signed a deal? It's like a 2-year deal. He's like the highest paid per game thing. I don't even know. Like, what the hell is Phoenix doing too? Like, I don't. There's something in the water in the NBA because these guys are drinking something, and it's messing with them. It's not right. All right. Good luck, Bradley Beal and the Clippers fans. Another disappointment. I feel it coming. All right.
Yeah.
Let's talk some Major League Baseball. Ron, the season is kicking off its second half today. What are some of the things you're looking forward to?
Looking forward to the Red Sox trading away an outfielder they shouldn't trade away to get maybe a first baseman that decides that he's probably not going to hit as well anymore.
Okay. Yeah, I'm interested in the AL East. The AL East race is going to be interesting. 4 teams, 5.5 games within each other. Yeah. And again, who makes a move? Toronto, Boston, the Yankees, the Rays. Do they like which team? Like, we don't expect the Rays to do anything. Again, 4th place. Boston, to your point, interesting with this outfield situation. Is Duran going? That's been,
and that's a big mistake. He's your leadoff guy. We talked about it last week, and it makes no sense to me.
And then Toronto, who doesn't predominantly buy, is in first. They are never a team that buys. This may be their best opportunity to win the AL East because Boston and New York just keep deciding to lose games they should.
It's a very, very narrow margin. I mean, what? The Sox are 3 games back. The Yankees are 1 or 2?
Yeah, 2 games. Yeah. And then Tampa's 5.5.
The Yankees are buying.
What about Detroit? Can the Tigers continue this great season? They lost 4 in a row going into the break. Are they coming back down to earth, or is this team for real, Ron?
I think it's a decent team. Look, they have to play the Central. I'm sorry. The Central is terrible. That's why. I mean, look, if you have to play the Royals, the Twins, the Chicago White Sox.
Well, the White Sox.
I mean, come on.
All right.
Cleveland.
So we think Detroit.
Cleveland without Francona is nothing.
Okay. All right. What about Houston in the West? Seattle's about 5 games back, right? 5 games back, Seattle.
You gotta watch out for those Texas Rangers, too.
Right. So, again, that could be a fun race. Listen, tight race in the NL East with the Phillies and the Mets, 5.5, half a game.
Yeah, half a game. That one's a good one. So I like those 2 teams to make the playoffs. I'm not sure the Cubs are going to hold on. They're only
Cubs,
1 game above.
Yeah, the Brewers are 1 game behind. Yeah.
And St. Louis is 6.
6.5, right? So, yeah, that's an issue. And we know the Cardinals every year somehow are involved. They're up. Yeah. They're in there. Dodgers, do they keep that? San Francisco and San Diego both had opportunities to make moves and failed to get the job done.
Giants are in 3rd place now.
So it's going to be interesting. I mean, but the Dodgers don't look great. They look vulnerable. They look like a team you could possibly.
Yeah, until postseason comes, and then it's like, okay, well, who's going to be the star today? We have Freeman, we have Mookie, we have Ohtani. I mean, the list goes on and on.
We got also, Ron, a couple of things here. Ohtani in this pitching, does he amp it up? Is he going to be ready for the postseason? Is Ohtani going to be a starting pitcher in the postseason for the Dodgers?
I would probably think so. They'll probably limit him down the stretch to keep him fresh.
Anything else?
If he doesn't pitch in the postseason, then what's the point?
Yeah. Anything else you're looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to seeing where some of the big names land that are on teams that are skidding. Maybe like Gunnar Henderson. Is he going to get moved? I want to see that. You're looking at a lot of guys from Arizona that are probably going to get moved. They're going to lose a couple of starting pitchers. Kelly he could be one that the Sox look at.
Ben rumored to go to Boston.
I'd like to get him because he's not going to cost as much as the other guy. I can't think of his name, but he's got a bigger ceiling, but a bigger paycheck.
It's usually what happens.
There's a lot of guys, and it's going to be interesting. I want to see what happens with Atlanta. Because this is a team that isn't performing very well.
They're not used to being in this position. They just have not. And you got Acuna Jr. back.
They could unload.
They may do that. They may. This may be the season.
And it'd be a shame because they have some talent there.
They really do. All right, Ron. We'll see how the second half of the season goes in Major League Baseball. It should be fun, but we are on to our...
I think that all three AL East teams could make it.
That'd be a fun watch, right? They were all in it right now.
As long as the Red Sox don't screw it up.
We'll see.
That's the only question. I know the Yankees are going to make it, and I know Toronto's going to make it.
I think you said it, a few minutes ago with you saw it last season with Boston where they had a hot July. And then all of a sudden, the wheels fell off. So let's see if they can. I think if they trade, we talked about it last week, though, they trade Duran, I think you're going to start to see wheels fall because I think they've got a good chemistry right now. So we'll see.
Because I don't know who they put for a starting to
lead off.
To lead off.
Yeah. All right, Ron, let's move on to our our split decisions.
I was like, wait, didn't we do that?
I don't even know what we're doing anymore. Our split decision segment basically would give each other two more likely questions, and we got to make a decision based off of that. So,
what is he throwing an acorn?
I don't know. Looks like he's missing. It looks like he did some fireworks on 4th of July. Is what that looks like.
It does. Maybe that was the problem today.
That's JPP right there. All right, you are first, Ron, this week. So your first split decision.
All right. Let's start off with this one. Assuming we just talked about baseball. So a continuation. Who is more likely to win American League Cy Young? Garrett Crochet, who's 10-4, 2.23 before today. Tariq Skubal, 10-3, 2.23 ERA. Or Jacob deGrom from the Texas Rangers, 9-2, 2.32. All of a sudden, hey, look what he's doing.
That is pretty impressive. I think it's going to really come down to where teams finish. So I would go Skubal because I think they're going to finish in first place. And I think that's going to be because all their numbers are very similar.
Yeah.
So you'd have to look at strikeouts. But I would say Skubal is definitely got the edge on the other two only because his team's in first place right now. And that helps with the voting on that.
It does. It does. You're right. I was looking at the National League, and it's a runaway right now, Skeens. But the man is 4-8. Score a run for this guy. Jesus.
Right? It's so bad.
They need to trade him. He needs to ask for a trade.
They're never going to move him. All right. So my first split decision is also in baseball, Ron. Is it more likely that Aaron Judge gets the Triple Crown this season, finishes leading in 2 categories, or finishes in only leading in 1 category? Currently first in batting average, second in home runs, second in RBIs. I think he's 3 back in home runs, 1 back in RBIs right now.
I think he gets it. I think he's the best player in the American League by far. It's not even close.
Isn't that crazy though that he's got like I
He's
don't
good.
get it, right? 35 home runs. I think the kid's
I'm just shocked with his batting average.
yeah,
I
that
just
dipped.
think he has developed into such a great hitter.
But it dipped. He's dropped like 50 points since we once said when he hit 400. He dropped like 50 points quick. That thing like
Yeah,
nosedived.
he wasn't going to hit 400.
But still, I didn't think he'd be at 350 at this point. I figured 370 maybe.
I mean,
He dropped. But
if
yeah,
not for the fact he's a Yankee,
so you think
I
he's
would
going to do
say
it?
I'd like him to get it, but
Give the man some love. He's a good
I
guy.
do give him love. Look how I'm talking about him. I'm saying
All
he's
right.
going to do it.
All right, Ron, your second split decision.
Okay, Danny, I'm glad you're here.
Oh boy.
What
make him
team
mad at
has
me, too.
been the biggest disappointment in the last few years?
Few years, so like three. So okay, gotcha.
We'll just say 2020s.
Okay, so last 5 years. Okay.
Dallas Mavericks,
Mm-hmm.
Dallas Cowboys,
Mm-hmm.
or the Dallas Stars?
Oh, this is a tough one.
Biggest
I'm gonna take the Mavs out because they went to the finals last year, and that team shouldn't have. So that to me, they overachieved. Because I don't think anybody's ever really looked at them as a finals contender. So
Okay.
I'm gonna give them that. That puts them out of that category. Cowboys and the Stars. I will say this. I think you said who's the bigger
The biggest disappointment.
disappointment. I'm gonna go with the. See, he says Cowboys. I'm gonna go with the Stars though, because to me the Stars have been so good. And I remember the first year, a few years ago, they couldn't score a goal. Ottinger was like he was standing on his head, doing everything, and they were losing every game like 1-0 in the postseason. They couldn't score a single goal. So they've been there. Like that team is expected every year to be in the postseason and be a contender for a cup. The Cowboys, to me, have not been a contender for a Super Bowl. They've been a good enough team to sometimes get into the postseason, and then obviously you see.
Isn't that in itself a disappointment?
But if you ask me today, who I think would have in the last 5 years, who would have either won a championship first? It would have been the Stars,
Yeah.
not the Cowboys. So that's why I say the bigger disappointment is to me the Stars, because I really thought that team had all of the pieces.
They should have
And
won.
somehow can't do it. Like Dallas has always had a problem. It was either the defense, Dak was hurt, something where you go, okay, I kind of get why they didn't get there. The Stars had no excuses. They just somehow every postseason fail. And this season, we thought it was a lock. We both said it's a lock. Dallas is gone. This is the year. Dallas has got it. And they still failed. So to me, Dallas Stars, bigger disappointment. Cowboys, like just a notch below it, because I think just because of the name, but I mean, they haven't won since 96. Nobody really even expects them there. All right. That was a great question, though. That was a really good question. All right, Ron, my final question. Which NBA player is more likely to have a bigger impact on his team next season? Both of these players were traded. Michael Porter Jr., who went to the Nets, or Lonzo Ball, who went to the Cavs?
I'm going to say Alonzo Ball because the Cavs were contenders last year. And he might be one of those pieces that just gives them another option where they couldn't. He does things that they couldn't do last year, is what I'm saying.
Healthy.
If he stays healthy. Right.
Both of these guys are injury prone.
Yeah, and I don't see the Nets going anywhere. So to me, that takes them out of the thought. Cleveland, now with Indiana and Boston not contenders, I think this sets them up. And I think Lonzo Ball can really make a difference on Cleveland because I don't see another team that can beat them.
So yeah,
He
Danny,
agreed.
yeah, he agreed with you. No, he said Michael Porter
Oh
Jr.
no, he said Porter. Yeah,
Yeah, he's going Porter Jr., which is he's a
yeah.
good player. The problem is, I think they're gonna try to make him the focus, and I don't know if he can do it. He had Joker, he had Murray in Denver, so he was a nice 3-piece
Yeah.
on that. But I don't know if he could be the number one. Like,
Yeah.
if I was going to McDonald's and they have the number 1, 2, 3 meal, usually the number 1's better than the number 3. You know what I mean? 3's a good meal. It's still a good meal. He's a good player. I don't know if he could ever be a number 1.
Number 3 is the chicken nuggets. It's the better one.
I'd go Big Mac all day.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of McDonald's anymore, unfortunately.
Well, I'm not a fan of much fast food. Can I tell you yesterday? We went to Wendy's, me and my wife. Go to Wendy's, right? We're at the counter. And I'm disappointed in society at this point that we've basically dehumanized the human species like we even exist. Fast food has changed to the point where if you're not in a drive-through, I can't get a real person to check me out now. You go on McDonald's does the same thing. You go on the computer, right? We sat there for 15 minutes, over 15 minutes, waiting for our food because they were more concerned about the DoorDash stuff that they had to put together, the drive-through lane, that, the cars, because they got a time limit, and the people that are physically standing there don't even exist anymore.
I know. I noticed it at McDonald's last time I went there, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. It's like they don't even ask people that are standing at the counter if they
need all set, want to order, right? And then it was funny because I've done that at McDonald's too, where you order, it says sit at your table, take a number, sit at your table. I'd sit at my table. It's been 15 minutes. I'm like, wait a minute, my food should have. And they just left it on the counter. So why did you tell me to go sit down if you're not going to bring the food to me? Because we don't exist anymore. They don't want people in their buildings.
See, there's the difference between me and you right there.
You
went up and got it. I'd be like, if that's mine, you better bring it to me.
Oof. My goodness. Right? What a difference the world is now. It's horrible. I was like, get rid of the kiosk if you're going to make it so that people don't exist. Like, the ticket spits out.
I got 2 words for you. 2 words for you. Raising Cane's.
We don't have any over this way.
Oh, that is too bad. Right? We got one in Seacon.
Warwick.
Oh my God,
Warwick
it's so great. It's
right.
Great.
Warwick, Rhode Island. Yeah, I think they got one in Warwick, Rhode Island. I might have to go check that out. All right, Ron. So after our whole meal deal conversation, all right, let's talk some NHL. All I heard out of that is we need to go on a diet because we got to check out how. What's his name now? We did the interview with. Holy cow, I'm drawing a blank. How he made out with his tournament in Toronto. Our interview, when we did our interview.
The food
fitness
guy.
Yeah, we got to see. We got to see how we did on his tournament. We'll have to look that up. All right, Ron. Which NHL team has their window closing quicker? Dallas Stars.
Now it's quicker. I thought you said which team.
Or has closed. All right, it's closed. It's closed. We've shut that window. No cold air coming in. Nice breeze off the water.
Well, that would be nice.
Right.
Look. All right. So here's the thing. I think Dallas is probably a little closed more. I don't think it's completely closed.
See, I think it's Edmonton.
Well, Edmonton's in the same boat as they were last year. They have basically the same team. They've lost some guys, yes.
But they paid Draisaitl. Connor McDavid is up after this season.
Yeah.
You're losing everybody after that.
Right. And here's the problem. With
Wow.
Draisaitl and Connor McDavid, the window is never closed.
Danny weighs 100 pounds. Wow. I haven't seen 100 pounds since I was like in middle school. It's a long time.
See, now if you were in Europe, you would see 100 pounds.
Oh, thanks, buddy. I appreciate what you do. Yeah, because it's a little different there. But I will say this, Ron. What is the biggest key to any team's success? Goaltending.
Well, that's why.
That's why I think Dallas is still got a better. Skinner did well.
Yes, and I get that.
But Ottinger to me is still a guy you could build around.
Here's the problem. I looked at the rosters, and they both have two lines. They both lost a little bit of offense. Now, with that saying, you look at it, maybe Dallas has got a little more life into them, but they really only have this last year. And I don't know where they're going to get all their offense from because, the first line is really good. The second line is aging and may not be as good as expected. And that is a problem. With Edmonton, they can score. It's not going to be a problem because you have the two best goal scorers probably, on the planet at this point. And I think they can win a lot of games just by outscoring teams until the playoffs.
Yeah, and then they fall apart again.
When they don't have
at least they get their cup, I guess.
Miss their opportunity.
Could they be the Buffalo Bills of the NHL if they keep just going back and every year? I mean, that would.
Yeah, I don't think they can go back. I don't. Yeah. If what they have right now, I don't think they're going to make it back. And
Danny
I don't
runs
think
and jogs
Dallas
a lot.
can make it back either.
Walks a lot. You know what we don't do, Ron? Any of those three things a lot. Go, Danny.
I don't because I can't. My legs just don't work.
That's what I'm saying. I got bum knee. You got bum knees. We're broken. We're broken, buddy. We're broken. But all right, I'm going Edmonton here, though. I'm still going Edmonton. I just think that
they don't have a goaltender. So if you don't have a goaltender, you don't have anything.
And once you overpay for guys at some point, and I'm not saying Draisaitl's not worth it, but Connor McDavid's going to get a lot more than Draisaitl got, and they're not going to have money for anything because NHL's the hard cap, man. You ain't playing with that cap space like you can in some other sports.
Well, if they don't want Connor McDavid,
go to Boston. Yeah, you think it'll happen? Okay. More likely, you wake up from this dream or Connor McDavid actually gets traded to Boston. I'm going with it. You're more likely to wake up from that dream. All right, Ron.
I just think, these two teams, I mean, who's going to contend, right? Colorado, you still have them. You still have a couple of teams out there. Vegas, look at who they just got. Mm-hmm. You got Marner. I like the chances of Tampa Bay, Vegas going to the Stanley Cup this coming season.
Right, which they've been there, right? Yeah, no, they're a very good team, and they just added more talent.
So the window might be shut on both teams, to be honest with you.
Oh, look at that little twist there! Didn't see that coming. That was like a murder mystery right there, Ron. It wasn't the Butler.
McDavid.
It wasn't the Butler. If it wasn't for you pesky kids. All right, we solved another mystery here. It's what's unfolded. Let's move on to our pick and roll.
It's time for pick
and just sitting on the ledge.
Oh, that was pretty good. Our pick and roll tonight, 1996, which was 29 years ago. These gentlemen led Major League Baseball in home runs. That was Mark McGwire, Brady Anderson, Ken Griffey Jr., Albert Bell, Andre Galarraga, and Juan Gonzalez. We are going to rank them from 6 to 1. Ron, you are first this week. Your pick and roll.
All right. At number 3.
I don't know what the. Oh, here we go with this garbage again. Go ahead.
At number 3, I have the better player of all the steroid guys in Juan Gonzalez. I
don't think Bell.
Albert Bell is such a scumbag.
But he didn't do roids. I don't think he was accused of roids. He was a jerk.
He was a scumbag.
But he wasn't a roids guy.
He had to change his name because he was so bad as Joey Bell. Horrible human.
I'm not human. Okay. But you lumped them with the roids guys. Got it. All right, so 3, you have Gonzalez.
I'm clarifying these idiots.
Okay.
All right. Then there's Mark McGwire, who, he came off as like, oh, he's Mr. Baseball. And, and then, you know what? You just defaced baseball. That's all he did. Defaced baseball. And look, he's not alone. There's a lot of guys I lump into with this guy, right? But his persona was, like, oh, he does everything for the game, Bull. At least some of these guys, they were what they were, right? They were what they were. Like Sammy Sosa. I actually respect Sosa more than McGwire because he didn't have that persona as like, I'm Mr. Baseball. I'm the one that you should all be focused on. Sosa wasn't like that. He just went up there and hit the ball and he runs around the bases.
Baseball been medicated.
Right. So, and he had the cool, Mark McGwire, I really despise him. And then the biggest fraud in the history of baseball is Brady Anderson. Biggest fraud. This guy couldn't hit the ball out of the infield, let alone home runs, and then he pops 50 of them all of a sudden. Boy, I wonder what that was.
He got busted for roids.
Oh, he got busted, and he deserves it, and he's the worst out of all of them because he was 0. At least, some of those steroid guys could hit home runs anyway. I think a lot of those cases were because of nagging injuries, and those went away with the steroids. It was to keep healthy, until their pee-pee falls off. Yes.
What? Holy cow. What is,
I don't know.
What
I
is
just
wrong with
steroid
you
guys,
tonight?
so I didn't put them on the list. I only have 3. Juan Gonzalez, I know.
Because of that pee-pee.
I just
Once I
so
folded.
basically 3, 4, 5, and 6 are all number 3.
Okay, 3, 4. 3, 2, 1. What do you got?
All right. Number 2, I have Andres Galarraga.
All right.
And I don't know if he did steroids or not. I don't know if he did, but, he didn't change. So I'm guessing no.
Okay.
I should probably say some stats, right?
That's
so
okay.
Galarraga had 2,300 hits, 399 home runs. Again, why are you not playing until you get to 400? Seriously. That's why you're not in the Hall of Fame, because you didn't get to 400.
Felt he couldn't hit one more. I don't know.
Couldn't hit one more. 288 batting average is pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Over almost 1,200 runs scored, 1,400 RBI, which is also better than Juan Gonzalez, Albert Bell, Brady Anderson, Mark McGuire. So he deserves to be number 2.
Okay.
5-time All-Star, 2 Gold Gloves. He plays defense. And 2 Silver Sluggers and a batting title for Andres.
And about it, yes. Yes.
I mean, Juan Gonzalez did have 2 MVPs, but I wasn't going to put him ahead of Andres. Number 1, though. I mean, come on. Come on. It's not even close. Nothing is close here. Nothing is close. He is clearly the best player on this list and did it clean. Hopefully.
Yeah, we don't. Again, you can drive me nuts with this. But go ahead.
He's still better than everybody on this list.
Okay.
Actually, I would take him over any 2 on this list.
Okay.
2781 for hits, 630 home runs, 284 batting average, 1,662 runs, 1,836 RBIs. That's over 3,500 run production numbers right there. Hall of Famer, the only one that's a Hall of Famer here. I wonder why. 13 All-Stars, which is far and away better than all of them, except for McGuire had 12. But he had 10 Gold Gloves, more than triple of the others. 7-time Silver Slugger, and 1 MVP. Clearly number 1. And you know what's weird? All those steroid-infested home runs by Mark McGuire, he only won 3 Silver Sluggers. How is that even possible when you're doing roids?
It was a good couple of years there. Obviously, we're going to see this a little different, but yeah, I had Griffey at 6.
What? You did not. Yes, no. I would have just walked off the show right now.
Oh, is that all it's going to take? I mean, let me know. No, but I had Brady Anderson at 6. To your point,
right? He should be. Yep.
It was horrible. He was horrible.
He's a crap player.
I went Albert Bell at number 5.
Yep.
McGuire at 4.
Yup.
This is where I had a debate, and I went Galarraga at 3. Because of the 2 MVPs, when you're the most valuable player, to me, it gave me a notch above. So Juan Gonzalez, I went to clear cut number 1 again. Griffey, though Griffey Jr. I mean, his numbers are ridiculous. Though I wish he had stayed healthy.
Oh my God!
His career, because he would have broken.
He wasn't healthy when he was in Cincinnati, basically the whole time.
Yeah,
and that's too bad because oh my God, what a great player he was.
Should have just stayed in Seattle. That would have been.
I enjoyed watching him play. I did. He was my favorite player.
And I was thinking this too, Ron, when we were doing this list, and I said he made baseball cool. Yeah, like he like all those other guys with the chick stick long balls, everything. He was doing that. Plus, he was playing defense. He was wearing his hat backwards during home run derbies.
Yep.
Right, the smile, like the way he played defensively.
Wasn't he a 3-time home run derby winner?
Yes, he was. You know what I mean? So it was just he made baseball cool, and he had his own video game. He was one of the guys that had Ken Griffey Jr. baseball. So. All right, Ron.
I think he's one of my favorite all-time baseball players.
Agreed. Ron, before we get into predictions, can we discuss our Hall of Fame voting that is currently going on?
Sure. There's the results right there from
There's our results from last week. So Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Zadine Zagane are now members of the Sports Unfolded Hall of Fame. Check out the Sports Unfolded Hall of Fame website to check out all their accolades.
And it is beautiful. You got to see it. Eric, I do have to say you did an incredible job on that.
Thank you, sir. But we are currently in the voting stages for our next inductee. And in the NFL right now, it's Deion Sanders, Rod Woodson, Arenas Williams, Eric Allen, and Steve Atwater. Deion Sanders currently leading this category. But this one's a little closer. In the WNBA, we have Candace Parker, Swin Cash, Cheryl Swoops, Tamika Catchings, and Maya Moore. Cheryl Swoops is dominating this category right now. She's well ahead of the others. And there's some great players. Candace Parker is a phenomenal player.
They're all great
Maya
players.
Moore. So the fact that it's not even close right now. So get on the Sports Unfolded Sports Poll page on Facebook today.
Yes.
Cast your vote to help us induct the next member of the Sports Unfolded Hall of Fame as soon as possible. All right, Ron, it is prediction time. It was a rough week for me. You pulled out the race, which gave you 2 points. Otherwise,
that's my third winner of the year, Eric.
Otherwise, we would have really stunk. But that was a tough week. But again, if you are joining
winners this year,
it's pretty impressive. If you are joining us live and would like to get your name added to the prediction chart or add to your totals, please give us your picks as we go. We got a bunch
of people watching, Eric. We got a bunch of people watching. Right. They gotta put down your predictions, please.
Let's go. Let's see if you can beat us, possibly win a prize. All right. Tonight's series starts off the Milwaukee Brewers at the Los Angeles Dodgers. Ron, 3-game series. Who do you have?
I'm going Dodgers. I can't go against them right now. Not at home. I can't.
I agree with you. I think the Dodgers, even though Milwaukee's playing well, where does Danny stand? You want to bring that back up? I forgot where Danny stands. Yeah, Danny is.
Oh.
James is going Brewers. James, thanks for joining. Danny's 35. You're 1 game under 500, Danny. So let's make these picks.
Yep. You gotta get some winners today, Danny.
All right, Danny. What do you have? Milwaukee Brewers at the Los Angeles Dodgers. He's going Dodgers.
Oh, he's going his team.
All right.
Oh, let me get this out of here.
All right. 7:21 series starts with the Boston Red Sox at the Philadelphia Phillies. I went with the home team here. I think Boston's done. I think you're gonna start to see a little bit of a collapse. I think this is now they're playing better teams. I went Philadelphia here.
Yeah, I also went Philadelphia. It was good while it lasted.
Hey, 10-game run. Double digits, always a fun. Red Sox at the Phillies. Who do you have, gentlemen?
If they just go 500 for the rest of the way, they can still make the playoffs.
James is going Boston. He's sticking with his local team here.
All right, Danny. Where Danny's going. Boston at Philadelphia. Philadelphia cream cheese.
That was a great movie, Tom Hanks. That was one of his best. Philadelphia.
Oh, Tom Hanks. I was thinking Tom Cruise, and I'm like, wait, what? Oh, yeah, it was. He won an Oscar for that.
Yeah, it's phenomenal in that one. He had a stretch there, Tom Hanks. All right. I guess Danny's not picking. Let's look at some WNBA action. You got the Indiana Fever at the New York Liberty.
Oh, there he is. Boston
all right,
for Danny.
All right. Got the Fever at the Liberty on the 22nd. Ron, who do you have?
Caitlin Clark in.
Injured. Groin.
I'll take the Liberty.
Shouldn't give you any heads up. Yes, I am going Liberty as well. I think that Caitlin Clark injury, although they've played better without Clark, believe it or not. I think their record's about even. They've played pretty well without her. James going Liberty.
James wants Liberty as well.
But, yeah, it sounds so weird when you have WNBA with a groin injury. I don't know. Just associated with other things.
How does that even work?
Yeah.
How does that work?
That's well, another mystery solved by Sports Unfolded today, Ron. We'll let the fans out there until their peepees fall off, Ron. Then it's on. Oh boy, we are. Woo! It's warm in here. 7:23, Ron. We got the Atlanta Dream at the Phoenix Mercury. Phoenix playing some good basketball. They're at home. I went Phoenix here.
I'm going Atlanta. Our fans in Atlanta are clamoring for it. They want the dream. This is their dream team right here.
Oh, yeah. Look at you. I have a dream.
Let's go, Atlanta, the ATL.
Is that why they got the name Dream? For Martin Luther King? I wonder.
Oh, maybe.
Right?
Oh, that's good.
I have a dream.
Now that's really good.
Right? Wow, I never thought of that. James going Phoenix.
Wow, now that makes me really respect their name.
Right? But I don't know if that's why they did it. I wonder. I'm going to have to look that up.
That is a great way.
Because Atlanta.
They should say.
Right?
It's not.
Martin Luther King. I should get some copy. I should get something for that. Some trademarking or something. Danny,
I have a dream. Danny's
All right.
going Atlanta. James going Phoenix.
Major League Soccer, the Vancouver Whitecaps at the San Diego Football Club. Who do you have, Ron?
I hate that I'm going to go with another visiting team, but I'm going Vancouver.
Ooh,
the Whitecaps have a name.
Caps. I'm going San Diego, man. At home. Vancouver's a little colder. You're going to that heat in San Diego. It's a little different.
It's like 70 degrees.
San Diego's probably a little more than 70 at this point. And in your local weather, what are we doing tonight? What is going on tonight? Over to you, Ron, for tonight's weather. Storms coming in from the south. The barometric. Why do they always say that? Barometric pressure. Like anybody knows what that means. I don't know what that is.
The barometric pressure?
Yeah, I don't.
The barometer?
Yeah, like what are we doing? Just tell me if it's gonna be. Is it gonna rain? Is it not? Is it gonna be hot? Is it not? I'm good. That's all I need to know.
Well, some people know just by the barometric pressure whether it's going to rain or not.
My knees tell me on my back when it's going to be pretty bad. I don't know about you.
My dad used to know all that stuff. He used to watch the Weather Channel the entire day. And he'd be like, it's not changing.
I
Still 40% chance of rain.
The humidity. You got 20. And then it's funny. It'll say 20 and it downpours. And then it's like 75% chance that it doesn't rain.
Danny, who do you want in soccer? Vancouver or San Diego?
It's like, can we please stop talking about move on. All right. Danny fell asleep. Let's go to UFC here.
Missing the weather forecast.
I mean, Danny, we just told you. In Texas, Danny, live. What are we doing? Is he not in Texas? He's over in
He's in LA.
He's in LA. What's the weather there in San Diego? That would have made a difference if we knew, Danny, ahead of time. All right, Ron, UFC tomorrow. The third fight, the trilogy in this fight. Max Holloway versus Dustin.
You were going to say Dustin Pedroia.
No, Dustin Poirier, but I put at, and it really threw me off on my sheet, and it's versus.
So
Max Holloway at.
Both of them already?
They split. They split both fights.
Who won the last one?
Holloway, Poirier, this is his last fight. He's retiring after this. So maybe motivation
Holloway.
there. Holloway, all right.
I'm going Holloway. He has nothing to fight for. He's got some stuff down there that he has to take care of.
Would we stop with the thing down there tonight? What is going on?
You don't remember Rocky Balboa?
Yes, but I'm just saying.
Some stuff, hey.
I got this feeling. I went Max Holloway as well. I think he performed pretty well in the last fight. So, and to your point, what's Dustin? Galloway with home field advantage. Yes. Holloway with home field. Yeah, he's at Dustin. So all right,
he's fighting at his house?
Oh, he's gonna take me. He's got a lot of connections at Wendy's. We don't need to wait in line. All right, Danny.
Oh, I like that. Come on, Danny. Why can't I go?
Danny, hop on a plane. We'll pick you up in Hartford, Connecticut. We're going to Wendy's. Going to Wendy's. Oh boy! All right. Anybody else got to pick a fighter? I think James is going Holloway. I think that's what
Joey Holloway.
He's going Galloway, although it's Holloway. We'll go with. All right, Ron. We got a race again. Let's see if you can do it once again.
3-time winner this year.
This Sunday, the Auto Trader Echo Park Automotive 400. How about they make the name shorter? It's in Dover.
How about me picking that guy out of thin air, huh?
That was a great dairy, though. He sounds like a street F1 racer.
He sounds like an F1 racer.
Von Ginsberg or something. Von Ginsberg. That was great. But we need a top 5 driver.
He won? He really won?
He really won. No, I just gave you the win because you picked a name nobody's ever heard of. Auto Trader Echo Park Automotive 400 in Dover. What do you have?
Well, after looking at all the numbers, I settled in on Kyle Larson, who has one more top 5 finish and one more top 10 finish than a couple of the other guys I was trying to decide over, including William Byron. So I went with Kyle Larson.
All right, Kyle Larson. I do got to ask, though, what kind of delay does Danny have that he's talking about Wendy's now? Holy cow. We talked about Wendy's 30 minutes ago. Chase Elliott. He just picks Chase Elliott every time. I swear. James. At some point, it'll work. It'll work for him at some point.
Anybody else?
It'll work at some point, though. Chase Elliott's got to come through at some point. I hear you, buddy.
Well, he does do well.
Consistency. That's what you are. Like if you were playing roulette, you're going to put it down on whatever number, whatever color every time. It don't matter. You haven't. It hasn't hit in 150 times. James is
always bet on Chase. Right? What is that?
All right, Ron. That is our prediction segment. Tune in next week to find out how you did and see if you got a prize. Ron, we are winding down our show. He's got to win eventually. Here it is, James. I like your mentality, buddy. I like it. It's like the Cowboys. Eventually, they're going to win the Super Bowl. You stick with it.
Yeah, I don't think he has a win this year, actually.
But you stick with it. Don't let him change your mind. Don't. You be you. All right, Ron, before we get into our final thoughts, I'd love for you to tell all the wonderful people out there how they can become sponsors of this wonderful sports program that talks a lot about men's sexual organs and...
Oh, come on. No, it was a legitimate statement. I was just trying to keep it clean.
Well, how can they do so, Ron?
It's all shrinkage, right?
It's all about it. Yeah.
All right.
That's a hard pill to swallow. What are we?
It's like I say every week, Eric. I almost forgot your name. I just called you Danny. It's just like going to your local coffee shop to get that iced coffee with an egg sandwich with bacon and all the fixings, right? With the cheese. I don't think they put anything else on it except for the bacon and cheese, but that's besides the point.
And an egg. You get an egg.
Yeah, you get the egg.
Cheese. Egg, bacon, and cheese, yeah.
You know, sometimes you can get it on a bagel.
Yeah. Get on an
English or a
muffin.
Or if you're getting it on a beagle, there's a problem.
Yeah, there's hair in my food.
Michael.
Oh boy. We've gone off the rail. But you can
so
get
anyway,
right up
so
there.
it's just like that. You get your ad up there. All you have to do is send us an email at ribroadcasting.media@gmail.com.
I promise you next week we'll actually have a graphic for it.
Yes, I keep forgetting to make a new one. That's what I was forgetting. So look, we can send you out all the details, and you get to sponsor with thousands and thousands of eyes and ears.
Not only on video, audio as well. Just joined iHeart, so another audience there. Rumble for video. So we're doing a lot of different things. So
We get over
let's go to Wendy with
13,000
Becky.
fans.
Oh, we gotta bring Becky. Becky, he wants to go to Wendy's with us too. So we're all gonna meet maybe in the middle.
So Eric and Becky get to go, but I don't.
We gotta meet where, like Oklahoma or somewhere in the middle. Because you can't now. Becky's got to. We're not gonna make Becky go this. Danny go. We'll all kind of meet in the middle. Going to Wendy's. You want in, Ron?
I'm not invited.
Yeah, Danny, make sure you invite Ron. He gets hurt. He's hurt. All right, Ron. It is time to end our wonderful show, and how we end our show is with our final thoughts. Our final thoughts don't necessarily have to be about anything sports related. It can be about anything happening in the world today. You are first this week, so I'd love to hear your final thoughts.
I would love to hear it as well. Look, they found a noose.
Hey, I had that. Yeah, right.
At the Tennessee Titans' new stadium that they're building.
Yeah.
So the mayor came out, of course, and was very upset, and they made a big thing about this. Personally, I think whoever did it is basically a racist scumbag, most likely, right?
Without a doubt.
Without a doubt. But there was something else that was mentioned in this article, and that got me thinking. So this stadium that they're building is costing $2.1 billion to build this stadium. It is $1.26 billion coming from public funding, which is the taxpayers. Now, I was wondering, well, how much is this football ownership making off of, this? I did some research to try to dig as much as I could find. So Amy Adams Strunk is the CEO, I'm guessing.
I think Bud Adams used to own them, right? So maybe Bud Adams' daughter or something.
Yeah, it is. It is the daughter. So she is worth approximately $2 billion as of October 24.
Only two? Come on.
$2 billion she's worth. And it's probably quadrupled or even more because they hide everything. Right? They hide their money very well. So I was thinking, it's like, well, $1.26 billion of public money. And I was like, well, how much is the team worth? The team is valued at $4.9 billion. So why are the Tennessee people
Tennesseans? Yeah.
And it just goes to show how much money that these NFL owners really make, and then they just keep taking everything from the fans.
Yeah, and we talked about that with the Browns getting a new stadium. Like, these teams haven't won. Titans haven't won either, so it's crazy.
Right. And so it just upset me that this team is worth $4.9 billion, and basically the taxpayers are paying for it. And I think it needs to stop. I really do. They can afford it.
Problem is, it brings revenue.
These people that are paying the taxes aren't getting discounts to go to the game.
Yeah, but think about all those businesses that would go under if that wasn't there. You know what I mean? And I think that's what they
owns it.
Yeah, I get it. I agree with you. I'm not saying that it's right. I'm just saying there's a reason why.
I just hate it. It's disgusting. Yeah. It is. So even whether or not you're a fan, it doesn't even matter. You're paying for that stadium.
Yeah.
And who owns it? Who's making all the decisions for this stadium? Tennessee Titans.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. No, good call. Good call. I did want to go back to that noose thing real quick and just say that it's sad that people feel a need to express themselves in ways that intend to hurt people. There's really no place in this world for it. I hope the authorities find this person and bring them to justice. There's no reason for that. That was just absolute ignorance on their part. And I don't think that's the way you should be expressing how you feel about anyone. Anyway, my final thought was on Rashid Rice, who is going to serve a 30-day prison sentence. I am hoping that this is a lesson learned for him and not a sign of more things to come. We've seen it with so many different athletes where there's things that have happened to them and then they don't learn from it and it gets worse. It's a great opportunity to say, listen, I'm going to serve 30 days. I'm away from everything and do the right decisions in the future because it could ultimately end up being worse for you or someone else. Luckily, nobody was killed during his scenario, but we've seen that scenario play out before as well, where these athletes have killed people, racing their cars and doing those things. So just hope Rashid Rice has a lesson learned here. So serving 30 days in prison, we'll see. But that's my final thought.
Remember the pitcher Dan Serafini?
No.
Well, he played probably for a lot of teams, but I remember him in Cincinnati, and he just got found guilty for murder.
Oh, is it his parents or something, right? His mother, his in-laws or something?
Mother and father-in-law.
Yeah,
12 years in Major League Baseball and you kill people.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what's going on in this world anymore, Ron. That's been our show tonight. I do want to thank James for joining us live, Danny for joining us live. Hopefully you get to see the show and join us live next Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the best sports podcast on the planet, Sports Unfolded. We are always excited to bring the best sports entertainment to you every single week. So check us out on our social media platforms. Like, share, follow, tell your friends about it. Join us. Hopefully those fans in Dallas, Georgia, WDJY 99.1 FM enjoy listening to us, as well as 990 WBOB in Providence, Rhode Island, and SEC TV, Public Access Channel 12 on Tuesday nights at 10 p.m. Hopefully you get to see us, join us, follow our social media platforms, like us on everything, and then get to join us every Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the best sports talk anywhere. Ron, I want to thank you. What a great show. We had a lot of fun, a lot of laughs tonight. Thank you for that. I do want to tell all the fans out there, we ask for one single thing every single show, and I really hope at some point we get it because this world is just getting to be insane. All we want is peace on earth.
Have a great night, everybody.